No, there's no doubt that those who are saved have a great paradise that is awaiting them, an eternal home of bliss, an eternal home of glorious paradise that I don't even believe that words can put into description. You know, as the Apostle Paul got called up to the third heaven, and he said, you know, he can't even describe it. He's not even permitted to speak of such things. And so when you begin to look at that, you know, the things that we do know, the gates of a solid pearl and walls made of jasper and foundation stones of every costly stone, and the streets that are made of gold. But the most important thing there, Jesus is there in the center, and he is illuminating the whole city of heaven, and there's not going to be any need for the sun, moon, and the stars. And the fact is, every Christian is going to wind up in that place of paradise where even Jesus told the thief on the cross that believed in him, today you're going to be with me where? In paradise. But you know, the reality is that we also reap rewards here upon earth. Yesterday, I talked about the fact that he who is wise wins souls. And friends, if you're wise, you're going to be concerned about winning souls. And what a great reward that is. I believe that is the greatest thing that a Christian can do, to know that you have had an impact, not just on somebody's life, but somebody's eternity. God blesses the Christian here upon this earth in so many ways before we even get to heaven. We reap so many blessings that we can't even begin to count them all. With that in mind, the Bible goes on to say in Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 31, it says, if the righteous will be rewarded in the earth, how much more the wicked and the sinner? Jesus himself said, whatever we give to God, he's going to give us back 100-fold, not just in the life to come, but this life. 100-fold. Think about that. But if the righteous are going to be rewarded here upon this earth, how much more the sinner? How much more the wicked and the sinner? You see, they're going to reap the wickedness and the sin that they sow, not just in eternity, but here upon this earth. The other day I talked about the one who's a hindrance to his own home. I see so many parents being hindrances to their own home, and their children go the way of the wicked, and their lives are destroyed. That is the head of the household that is reaping his wickedness and his sin. Falls down upon his own children. And then nothing that they do ever prospers. Everything they do falls apart. Everything that they do comes to ruin. And whether they'll admit it or not, there's a heaviness in their heart. There's a burden on them. There's never a satisfaction within them. There's never a true joy within them. They never experience true pleasure. Maybe fleeting, temporary pleasure, but I'm talking about true pleasure, true joy that is rooted and grained within their soul. Because they're reaping their wickedness and their sin here upon this earth. So they're always searching, they're always digging, they're always looking for that true joy, that true pleasure, that true satisfaction. But let me just go ahead right now and let you know that you'll never find it in the things of this earth. Because true joy, true pleasure, true satisfaction, true contentment only comes through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. So if you're a part of that wicked, if you're part of those sinners, this is what I encourage you to do today. Repent of that. Turn away from that. Turn to Jesus Christ. See, Jesus himself said in John 10:10 that the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. But then Jesus said, but I have come to give you life. Give it to you abundantly. Not just in eternity, but right here, right now, today. Oh, how glorious is that? How wonderful is that? Put your faith and trust in Jesus before eternity comes, and it's eternally too late.